We have theory of machine. In theory of machine, we study the motion of machine. We study the motion of machine. If we study the motion by neglecting the force, then it is known as kinematics. Now, if we study the motion with considering the force producing that motion, then that is known as dynamic. Now, question is that how we differentiate between kinematic and dynamic by seeing any problems. Note that in kinematics there is no unit of force in any equations. For example, velocity. What is the velocity? Velocity is dh upon dt, change in displacement per unit time. And what is the unit? Meter per second. Accelerations, change in velocity per unit time. What is the unit? Meter per second square. Jerk, change in acceleration per unit time. What is the unit? Meter per second cube. So one can see clearly that there are no any unit of force in any equations. Now, whereas in dynamic, all physical units in which mass seen directly or indirectly come under dynamic. For example, viscosity. Now, what is the unit of viscosity? Newton second per meter square. You can see clearly here Newton is the unit of force. So dynamic, viscosity come under dynamic. So theory of machines is a combination of comb, kinematic of machine, plus dome. In kinematic of machine, we study the motion by neglecting the force, whereas in dynamic of machines, we study the motion of machine by considering the force. Now, to move further, we have to go through some basic concept, so that it is easier to you to read the subject thoroughly and does not face any problem. These are very few terms. For example, kinematic link, kinematic pair, constrained motions. Let us discuss these terms very quickly. Now, first is kinematic link. Now, before we study the kinematic link, one should know what is the link. Link, it is a entity between two object or part to which it connect. Let the A and B are two object or parts. If an entity C is used to connect A and B, then C is a link. Now, what is the kinematic link? Every part of a machine which is having some relative motion with respect to some other part is known as kinematic link. Means a link is said to be kinematic link if it has some relative motion with respect to another link. Now, type of kinematic link. Kinematic link are classified in three categories: rigid link, flexible link, fluid link. Now, a link is said to be rigid link if there are no deformation at all, means zero deformation. But in reality, there are no any object in this earth, in this universe, in which there is no deformation take place when we apply any force. Deformation always take place, rather its effect is maybe negligible or considerable. If deformation is negligible, then it is known as resistance link. Resistance link means negligible deformations. Flexible link deformation present but under a certain limit. Deformation present under a certain limit means deformations is there, but these are not so high that it is unable to transfer the motions. For example, belt drive, there are deformations in belt drive, but deformations are under certain limit. Now fluid link, here power is transmitted by fluid. Fluid is the sole object, sole things which are responsible for the power transmission. Here power is transmitted by the fluid. For example, hydraulic brake. Now example of rigid link, that must be a resistance link, is crank connecting rope. Type of relative motions: completely constrained motions. Completely constrained motions means predefined motions. As it is a motion which can be predicted by applying the force, means it does not depend upon the direction of force. Which apply force in any direction, but we obtained output in a defined manners. For example, let us there are a plate, and there are rectangular hole in this plate and a shaft. And if a rectangular shaft is inserted through this hole, then you may apply force in any direction, from this direction, from this direction, from these directions. You obtain a single output in this direction. One can say that in a constrained motion there are only one direction of output, whereas in incomplete constrained motions, relative motion take place more than one directions. For example, let's take again a seat, and there is a circular hole in this seat, and if a circular shaft is used, and inserted this hole through this hole, then what will happen? Shaft has same diameter as that of hole. This shaft can translate motion in this direction, or it also can rotate. So motion take place more than one directions, and also it depend upon the force applied. If we apply force in horizontal directions, it will reciprocate through the hole, whereas if we apply the force in the form of torque, then it will start rotating in the hole. Now the third part is successfully constrained motions. Means motion may possible more than one directions, but restrict to one direction by using some external force. Motion can be take place more than one directions, but it is restricted to only one directions. For example, let's say piston cylinder assembly. This is our cylinder, and if a piston is used, this is our cylinder. For example, piston cylinder assembly. This is our cylinder and there is a piston. This is piston cylinder assembly. You will study later. My dear, initially consider this is our cylinder, let it is 1, and this is our piston. It is 2. This piston can reciprocate in this direction also, and it can also rotate inside the cylinder, but due to some external arrangement, there is only one type of motions that can take place in piston cylinder assembly, that is, it can only reciprocate. Then it is not known as successfully constrained motion. So in completely constrained motions, there is only one output, and it will not depend upon the direction of force applied. In successfully constrained motions, there are maybe more than one direction of output, but it is restricted to one direction only. Whereas in incompletely constrained motion, relative motion takes place more than one direction. Now, kinematic pair. A connection between two links is always pair. But this pair is only be a kinematic pair if the relative motion between the link is a constant motion. Now, what is the constant motions? Predefined motions. Now we have classification of kinematic pair. Kinematic pair are classified in different way. First of all, according to the type of relative motions. First, turning pair or revolving pair. When one link has turning or revolving motion related to other link, means, let's suppose these are two link is about this. Like this is a fixed link, and this is link A. This link is turned about this fixed link. At moment t is equal to 0, this position of link is A is here, and at moment t is equal to t1, that position of link is here. Means link A is revolving about the link B, then it is known as turning pair. For example, in conventional door, what do you do? Door are hinged. Now, sliding pair. If two links have a sliding motion related to each other, means there is sliding motions. If one link is slide with respect to another link, then that type of pair is known as sliding pair. For example, piston cylinder assembly. This is our piston, this is our cylinder. The piston is slide inside the cylinder, so it will make a sliding pair. Third is rolling pair. When relative motion is pure rolling, underline pure rolling, means when one link is rolled with respect to another link. Suppose this is one link A, and this is another link B. If this link is rolling on the link A, then when we said that is a pure rolling. If at this point V is equal to R omega, means there is no skidding. Then this type of pair is known as a rolling pair. Screw pair, link have turning as well as sliding motion between them. If two link have turning as well as sliding. Nut and bolt, what will happen? You know, pitch and lead. You must heard about pitch and lead. If we rotate a link, rotate a nut or bolt, then the distance that it covered in one complete rotation is known as lead. So in this type of pair, there are both motions, turning as well as sliding motions. Then that link is known as screw pair. Spherical pair, one link in the form of sphere turn inside a fixed link. One link is in the form of sphere. For example, like this, yes. This one, this two. Link second, link first. Now, my dear, what is the important? Important are example. Spherical pair, give an example. Pen stand, spherical motion हो, spherical pair बनता है. दूसरा यूनिवर्सल हुक जॉइंट स्फेरिकल पेयर है. स्क्रू पेयर, नट एंड बोल्ट स्क्रू पेयर बनाता है. प्योर रोलिंग पार्डिलिया. स्लाइडिंग पेयर, पिस्टन एंड सिलेंडर असेंबली. टर्निंग पेयर, डोर हिंज. नाउ classification of kinematic pair based upon the type of contact. First is based upon the type of relative motions. Now second is type of contact. Contact may be surface contact or point or line contact. If the contact is surface contact, then it is known as lower pair. For example, turning pair. Screw pair, sliding pair. All these are example of spherical pair also as a lower pair. Now question is that, sir, how spherical pair is a lower pair? Example is that is given. Universal hook joint, like this is again you see this is not a point contact, this is a surface contact. Turning pair is also a surface contact. You can see clearly like this. For example, this is any hinged on this is our another link which can turn or rotate, and what will happen is a surface contact. Now higher pair, point or line contact. Example, rolling pair is a higher pair. So in lower pair there is surface contact, in higher pair there is a point or line contact. Now rolling pair is a line contact. Now note, one higher pair is equal to 2 lower pair plus 1 extra pair. Think, my dear. Suppose, consider, consider, consider. This is cam and flower mechanism. Cam and flower mechanism. Having knife edge flower. Having knife edge flower. Link 1 is fixed link. All fixed link is given symbol number because there is no relative motion between them. So there is only one single numbering. Link 1 is 2 is 3. Now between link 1 and 2 there is a turning pair. That is, turning pair is a lower pair. So there is a one lower pair between link 1 and 2. Now there is another lower pair between link 1 and 3. 1 and 3. And there is a higher pair between, there is a one higher pair between link 2 and 3. Between link 2 and 3 there is a higher pair. Now if I replace this mechanism of higher pair into lower pair and for the same output at given input, then what will happen? Suppose this is a fixed, this is fixed in this way. This is our slider. This is another turning pair. This is one turning pair. This is second turning pair. And here it is hinged. And this way this is crank. Complete the rotations. Now this is link 1, link 2, link 3 and link 4. Now my dear, there is a one lower pair between link 1 and 2. There is a one lower pair between link 1 and 2. There is a also turning take place between 2 and 3. So there is a another lower pair between link 2 and 3. Now link 3rd and 4th, there is also a lower pair because there is a turning take place, and between link 1 and 4th the sliding take place between link 1 and 4th, so there is also a lower pair. Now count, there are total 4 lower pair, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and there is no higher pair. तो lower pair कितना हुआ 4, higher pair क्या हुआ 0. We replace this higher pair, output is obtained same because at that time when this cam is rotate, there is a reciprocating motion of this flower. During one moment spring will compress and then it will extend. In same way this piston reciprocate, but there is no higher pair. There is no higher pair. Now there is 2 lower pair and 1 higher pair. 2 lower pair plus 1 higher pair. And here it is a 4 lower pair. That means 1 higher pair is equivalent to 2 lower pair. Also count number of link 1, 2 and third, 1, 2 and third, but there are 4 links, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So one higher pair is equal to 2 lower pair plus 1 extra pair, or we can say that if we want to replace a spring, cam mechanism by lower pair, then we need to take 2 extra lower pair plus 1 extra pair, sorry, 1 extra link. This is not pair, this is 1 extra, this is not pair, 1 extra link. It should be 1 extra link. Now this is question for you. What did my wrapping pair? If the contact is surface contact, then it is known as belt and lower pair. For example, belt and pulley turning pair. Also make a, for example, pair. What turning pair is higher pair or lower pair? Screw pair. Another is screw pair. Another is sliding pair, rope and pulley. All these are example of spherical pair also as a lower pair. This type of pair is known as, question is that, sir, how pair, spherical pair is a lower pair. Example is, in questions there are universal no such this is type of pair given wrapping pair. Again you see, this is not a point contact, higher pair. This is a surface contact. So next, this is a surface contact. Turning pair is also classification of parametric pair, surface contact, according to the type of closure, self-closed and force-closed. Self-closed, for example, element of pair are held together mechanically. Hence, on this means there are no need of external force which can sustain the turn or pair. And what will happen? Is a surface contact. Suppose now higher pair, point or line contact. Point or line contact. Example, rolling pair. Rolling pair is a higher pair. This is in lower pair there is surface contact, in higher pair there is links point or line contact. Means rolling pair is a one pair is line inside the two plate. One higher pair is equal to need 2 lower pair plus 1 extra pair. Does not depend upon the external force. Then this type of link is known as self-closed pair. Force-closed pair. 2 link or pair are in contact due to force of gravity or some external force are responsible. If some external force may be in the form of spring, Now let take an example of door closure. Door closure is example of force-closed pair, or spring cam mechanism. Spring cam follower, also a force place. Here spring is responsible for making the pair. Now say this is a kinematic pair or not. My dear, what is the definition of kinematic pair? Which give a constrained motions, but this pair does not give any constrained motions. If apply force from this direction, it will start reciprocating. If I apply torque, this will start rotating. So there are more than one motions, and also motion depend upon the direction of force, so it does not make any kinematic pair. Remember always. Now, next, different type of joint, binary joint. If two links are joined at same connection, let these are two links, then this is a binary. If three links are joined, if three link this and this, then this make a tertiary joint. If four links are joined, then this four, 1 2 3 4 make a quaternary joint. Now note, if n number of links are joined at a joint, it is equivalent to n minus 1 binary joint. My dear, look at this tertiary link. If one link is fixed, then let 1 2 3, there are 3 links. If one link is fixed, then it will make joint. Suppose one is fixed. Now then it will make a binary pair between 1 and 3rd, 1 and 2, so 2 binary pair. In the same way, let 1 2 3 4, if I fix 1, if I fixed 1, then 1 and 4 one link, 1 and 2 another, 1 and 3 another, total 3 binary link. So if n number of links are joined at a joint, it is equivalent to n minus 1 binary joint. Now kinematic chain. Now first of all, what is the chain? Chain, my dear, chain means chain, anything, but it should be a chain. You see, a simple chain which you wear, it is like that or not? It is like this. Suppose 1, 2nd, 3rd link, 4th link, 5th link and 6th link. So in a chain, first link is connected to last link. So if all in kinematic chain, if all the links are connected in such a way that first link is connected to the last link in order to have a closed chain. Closed chain है? Yes. And the relative motion between any two link is a constant motion, then such kind of chain is known as kinematic link. Means first link is connected to last link also. My dear, note. Suppose I take link 2 in my consideration. Link 2 make a pair between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3rd. Similarly, link 3 make a pair between 2 and 3 and 3 and 4. So link 5 make a also pair 5 and 4, 6 and 5, means every link is participated in two pair. Every link is participated in two pair. So we can say that if all the links are connected in such a way that first link is connected to the last link in such a way, ऐड कीजिएगा, in such a way that a link participate in two pair, participate in two pair. Every link participate in two link, and relative motion between any two link is constant motion, then such kind of chain is known as kinematic chain. So next, note 1 is very important and note 2 is also very important. So when one of the link of a kinetic chain is fixed, then it will become mechanism which can transmit and modify a motions. Mechanism can transmit as well as modify the motion. Now a mechanism or a group of mechanism when utilized and the desired output is obtained, underline desired output. What is desired? Means the यूजफुल वर्क है. डिजायर क्या हो, जो हमारे लिए यूजफुल हो, यूजफुल वर्क इज ऑब्टेन, देन इट बिकेम ए मशीन. सो टोटल 3 term was study. First is kinematic chain, second is mechanism, and third is machine. Kinematic chain, a chain which have constant relative motions, that is known as kinematic chain. Mechanism, when one link of a kinematic chain is fixed, then it became a mechanism. Properties of mechanism, it can transmit as well as modify the motions. Machine, when a mechanism or group of mechanism is utilized to obtain useful work done, then it will become machine. Next, now what is the condition of kinematic chain? Condition of kinematic chain: first, J plus H by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 L minus 2. Now what is J? J is number of joint, number of binary joint. What is binary? L, number of link, number of link. P, number of pair. If these two conditions are satisfied, then a chain is said to be a kinematic chain. For example, let's take an example. Let's say it is a triangle. Let link 1, link 2, link 3, then L is equal to third joint, joint A, joint B, joint C. J is equal to third, 3, sorry, J is equal to 3. Now H, there are no higher pair. H is equal to 0 because in higher pair there are a line or point contact, but these all are 3 turning pair and turning pair is a lower pair, so there is no higher pair. Now put this value in equations. J third plus 3 H by 2, 0 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 L. What is the L? Number of link 3, 1, 2, 3 minus 2. This is 3, this is 4.5 minus 2, that is 3, that means 3, and this is equal to 2.5. 3 is more than 2.5, that means it's like this. So then it became a structure. In a structure there are no relative motion, there are relative motion 0. In structure relative motion is equal to 0. If j plus h by 2 is less than 3 by 2 L minus 2, then it became unconstrained motions. Means by giving one input you can obtain more than one output. Example, suppose this type of arrangement of link. Suppose this type of arrangement of link. One, two, three, four, five. Number of joint A, B, C, D, E, 5. Joint is equal to 5. Higher pair 0 by 2. What is this? This is our left hand side. Now right hand side, 3 by 2 L 5 minus 2. This is equal to 5.5. That means left hand side less than right hand side. Then it became unconstrained motions. Example, you can give one input here, you can get two output from here. Okay. Now question is that what is superstructure? My dear, in this triangle example, link, there are third link. What you see, left hand side is equal to 3, right hand side is equal to 2.5. When the difference, count the difference is equal to 0.5. There is no relative motion. There is no relative motion at all in a structure. Suppose in any arrangement, if left hand side is equal to 5 and right hand side is equal to 4, then what is the difference? Difference is 1. Difference is 1. That is more than 0.5. Then it became superstructure. Then this linkage is known as superstructure. Then this linkage is known as superstructure, because in this type of linkage there is one link is extra. Every 0.5 count one link extra. Means structure, there is a one link more than structure. Structure is useless, does not transmit the motions in machines. So if we can obtain a structure by lesser linkage than by providing another extra link, then it became convert structure into superstructure. Now for example, let if difference is equal to 1.5, then how many extra link that is more than the structure? We need 0.5. Every link is equal to 0.5. Now 1.5 minus 0.5, then it will become 1. and 1 is equal to 0.5 multiplied by 2, means there are 2 extra link. So next, degree of freedom. Degree of freedom. Minimum number of variable required to define the degree of freedom. Minimum number of variable required to define the position or motion of the system is known as degree of freedom. My dear, let's talk about the motion of system. Motions कितने टाइप से हो सकता है? Means type of motions. Let a object, let any object, it can let 3 axes x, y, z. It can translate. Sorry, this is y. This is y. It can translate along the x-axis, first motion. It also can translate about y-axis. Now it can also translate perpendicular to the paper. This is third type of motion. Also it can rotate about x-axis, fourth type. It can also rotate about y-axis, fifth type. It can also rotate about z-axis. This is sixth type. Means there are 6 ways in which a body can move. So what is the degree of freedom? A minimum number of variables required to define the position or motion of system. Means if a body in space, then minimum number of variables required, we must know 6, because 6 type of motion can be there. So degree of freedom, what is the degree of freedom? Then degree of freedom is equal to 6. Now if I can restrict its motion about one directions, for example, if I restrict this body A motion about x-axis or about y-axis, then what will happen? Out any one axis. Suppose I stop its body moment about translatory moment of about x-axis, then what is the degree of freedom? 6 minus 1, because there is a 1 restriction. Now if I stop its moment about y-axis also, then what is the degree of freedom? Then degree of freedom 6 x के along translate नहीं कर सकता, y के along भी translate नहीं कर सकता, because there are 2 restrictions. One is along the x-axis, another is along the y-axis. So degree of freedom is equal to 6 minus 2 is 4. So it is, look at the formula. Degree of freedom, 6 minus restrictions, okay, right, or number of independent motions, that is known as degree of freedom. Now let's take an example. Now let's take example. My dear, let there is a surface, there are plane surface on which there is a sphere. This is plane surface. Now this is sphere. Now, how many degree of freedom it have? Think, my dear. It can rotate about x-axis okay, it can rotate about y-axis, okay, no problem. It can rotate about z-axis, no problems. Means there is a rotary motion about x-axis 1 plus y-axis 1 plus about z-axis 1. Now the translatory motion about x-axis, no problem, it can move out, it can translate along x-axis 1 motions, it can translate about y-axis, no problem. Now can it translate along z-axis? No, because if this is link 1, this is link 2, if we try to translate about z-axis, then there is no net contact between link 1 and 2. It will comes out in this way. It will comes out in this way. Then there is no net contact, then there is no pair. So count number of independent motion. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So degree of freedom of a sphere on this surface is 5. Now consider a cylinder. Consider a cylinder. What is the degree of freedom? Degree of freedom is equal to number of independent motions. Degree of freedom is equal to number of independent motions. Two link 1 and 2. It can translate along x-axis, okay, translatory motions बात करें, it can translate about y-axis, no problem. It can translate about z-axis, there is a problem, because if we try to translate about z-axis, then there is no net contact between link 1 and 2, so pair will be break. Now count rotary motions. It can rotate about x-axis, no problem. Rotate about y-axis, no problem. If we try to rotate about y-axis, then there is a no net contact between link 1 and 2, so there is a no pair will break, and so there is no useful. Now count number of independent motion. This is equal to 4. So degree of freedom is equal to 4. Now this is one question for you. There is a surface like this, and this is a rectangular surface, rectangular body. Find the degree of freedom. This is for you guys. Now degree of freedom of a mechanism. You know, in a mechanism there is a one link is fixed in a mechanism. Keep in your mind. Okay. Now for a 3D space mechanism, in last slide what we study, there are a 6 type of independent motion in a body. But so if there are L number of link, then number of independent motion will be equal to 6 multiplied by L. Now but in a mechanism one link is fixed, so number of independent motion is equal to 6 multiplied by total number of link L minus 1 because one link is fixed, and degree of freedom of fixed link is 0 because motion है ही नहीं. Okay, now this is first term. Degree of freedom is equal to 6L minus 1 minus 5P1, 5 minus 4P2 minus 3P3 minus 2P4. Now study. What is P1? Means degree of freedom is equal to 1. Degree of freedom is equal to number of link having degree of freedom 1, number of link having degree of freedom 2, number of link having degree of freedom 3, number of link having degree of freedom 4. My dear, in a mechanism there are L total number of link. If one link is fixed, then number of independent motion is equal to 6 minus L minus 1. Now if degree you study degree of freedom is equal to 6 minus number of restriction in last time. If degree of freedom is equal to 1, degree of freedom is equal to 1, then restriction is equal to 5, means we have strict 5 degree of freedom. If degree of freedom is 2, then we restrict 4, so it's 1 minus 4 2. Similarly, if degree of freedom 3, that means we restrict it in three directions, 3. If degree of freedom is 2, that means we restrict it into degree of freedom is 4 to 2 directions. This is 3D space mechanism, but in your syllabus there is no 3D space mechanism, no need. You just go for 2D plane mechanism. 2D plane mechanisms means only in X and Y. Three type of motions can be take place in a plane. So this type of plane only 3 type of motions will take place. So degree of freedom is equal to, if there is L link, if there are total L link, then total number of motion will equal to 3 into independent motion कितने होंगे 3 into L. But for a mechanism one link is fixed, so number of independent motion is equal to 3 multiplied by L में से वन लिंक क्या हो गया फिक्स हो गया माइनस 2P1 मीन्स P1 नंबर ऑफ डिग्री फ्रीडम में कितना हुआ 1, इसका 1 हुआ, उसने कितने टोटल कितना मोशन था 3 था, 3 में डिग्री फ्रीडम 1 है, मीन्स उसने कितना रोका 2 मोशन नहीं रोका, इसका 2 था, उसका मीन्स उसने कितना रोका, उसने 1 रोका डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम. My dear, keep in this mind always. Now suppose this is turning pair, what is the degree of freedom of this turning pair? What is the degree of freedom of this turning pair? This link A can only turn about this link B. So there is only one type of motions. So degree of freedom is equal to 1. Now consider screw pair. What is the degree of freedom of screw pair? My dear, degree of freedom 1 means desired output, 1 constrained motions. You go the definition of constrained motions, only 1 motion is obtained and it will not depend upon the direction of force applied. So in screw pair, what type of motions there? When we rotate this screw, what will happen? If we rotate it, it will move forward. That means there are 2 types of motions. One is rotary, another is translatory motions. But my dear, what is the degree of freedom? Number of independent motions. But here this translatory motion is not independent. This will depend upon the rotations. Rotary motions. If there is no rotary motion, there is no translatory motions. So independent is only 1. So degree of freedom of a screw pair is also a 1. And for your kind informations, always remember degree of freedom of a lower pair is equal to 1, whereas degree of freedom for higher pair is equal to 2. Remember this always. So you need to remember degree of freedom. Degree of freedom of lower pair is always equal to 1, whereas degree of freedom of higher pair is equal to 2. Now, my dear, can I modify these equations like this? DOF is equal to 3, L number of link minus 1 minus 2 lower pair, 2 into number of lower pair. Let a binary joint, a pin joint is also a lower pair, pin joint or turning pair is also lower pair, minus what is 1p2, degree of freedom is 2. We know higher pair का degree of freedom कितना होता है 2. This, remember this like this. This is known as Kuchback equation. Study later. Now just remember degree of freedom is equal to 3L minus 1 minus 2J minus H. My dear, this equation is same, no difference, just for easiness. Now what is the degree of freedom of this question? Can you find degree of freedom of this question? Remember, J is joint or lower pairs, means number of binary joint. J is equivalent to number of binary joint. Here count number of link. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number of link is equal to L is equal to 8. My dear, this all hatching person is equal to 1 link. Remember this. This is whole is 3 link. This is 4th. Because there is no relative motion between these two arms, between these three arms. So every H portion represent a single link. So number of link is equal to 8 joint. 1 binary joint, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at this. There are 3 link in connections at this joint. Link 6, 8 and 7. At this joint there are 3 link 6, 8 or 6, 8 and 7. So 3 link, that means it make a tertiary joint, and tertiary joint is equal to 2 binary joint. Rest is same. Rest there is no tertiary joint. Now to count again. 1 joint, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now J is equal to 10. Higher pair, there is no any higher pair. Higher pair is equal to 0. Now what is the degree of freedom? Degree of freedom is equal to 3 L 8 minus 1 minus 2 J 10 minus 0 is 3 multiply 7 minus 20 is 21. So that is degree of freedom is equal to 1.